last time. If he comes, then we can tell him, hey, this is what we want.
I'm liking these comments.
I reached out.
That was, bro, that was big of you to do that.
And we are live, back in the lair. Slaying mythical beasts such as boredom with our everlasting blades of rock.
Bro, I'm gonna start throwing you some change, bro. You're just gonna be my graphics nigga, bro. Alright? Put you entertainer, bro.
I'm happy you liked it.
I like anything. I just don't have anything. And like, that's not belittling what you're doing. It's just that
he's like, nigga, help
me.
Bitch, can you see us?
You see us. Bro, I've gotten the most interactions with my content just the last 2 days ever on Instagram, ever on my personal Instagram. That story about my dad. I got like 50 likes and I'm like, oh, I just need to put my face. A nigga I know told me, bro, he was like, bro, this nigga named Greg Burton, he was like, bro, when we was back in, like, I had to be 19, 18, he was like, bro, he like fuck with what we was doing with Rosewood or stuff like that, but like he also like a lot of niggas that I like fuck with me more than them niggas. They didn't really know them niggas like that. They like knew of them, but they were like, because I'm doing it. They're like, bro, Joe, he was like, bro, I'm telling you, if you just started a YouTube, just put yourself on YouTube and you just be acting like this, nigga. He's like, nigga, everybody would watch that shit. That was like back in the day. And like I do notice that when I do content and my face is in the fucking thing, that is the most engagements I ever get. So I'm gonna have to start like, you know, I'm about to record this motherfucking music, bro. That's all I'm thinking about. That's all I'm thinking about, bro. That's all I'm thinking about. Going out of not going out of we need to look. I don't know if you want to do it. It could be on both things. But love goes in. Cause while we build this, while we doing this, we could be building our first collab. Or it's gonna lead to. Cause I actually like the name Voeo. I don't know if you ever wanna. I like that. Yeah. It's fucking sick if you really think about it. We didn't mean to just steal your studio name. We can always go by something else.
It makes sense that the band, I mean, it's not Studio Voeo, it's just Voeo.
Yeah.
It's the band of the studio.
That's what's dope. So, you know, we can have the first project by Voeo straight just. That bitch gonna have to. That shit gonna have to be flames. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be our personality or what we like in that bitch. We gonna have to, bro. We gonna have to purposely put it in, even if you come up with it. We gonna have to. We need a couple more rock joints, bro. We gotta pull it up out of you, bro. We need a couple more rock joints. I don't know what even got you to playing your 2 rock joints. We need some more rock joints.
Always talk about how like you can't just turn it off and turn it on. I find that you can just turn it off and turn it on.
You can.
Like when I need to write a song, I write a song. Like anytime we write songs, it's just like
write that bitch. Just do it.
It's just like, what are the words? What do we need music for? You know, what is the music going to?
We need to take this shit. We need to set some goals, bro. And if we set some shit and put a timeline on it, and when that shit rolls around and we ain't did it, we can look at it and just be like, bro, we ain't serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's a nice window right here, bro. Like we could just come through and just. You feel me?
And especially if we come out as solo with our solo projects, and then if we come back with this
shit.
bullshit.
Even
So
better.
it's like, nigga, there's a multiverse of shit going on right now, just between us. And like with that premise that you have for your,
that fits everything we're about. Like that ain't just me, you in the mix of the dystopian, and you could go either way. It's just, and we could be, you know what I'm saying? Like we got the same kind of energy and vibe when it comes to, like, I get it, we have different energy in terms of, you know, but nah, we like the same movies, we be into the same shit, bro. Like, bro, we gotta set some goals. So after the show, what you doing on Monday? You probably got a job to do. I'm finna go early. I wanna go see that fucking Sinners.
Oh yeah, I would love to.
But it ain't nobody in that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like me listening to all this motherfucking Parliament and Steely Dan. Who's that?
I mean,
Who's that? She said something? She said that? That was her? Bro, run that back. She hiding. Hallelujah. She said hallelujah. Hallelujah.
hey, and then he ended everything.
How'd he do?
Okay, he got skipped, and then so Quay went up and then said something. She was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." At the end, we were calling back on the station. Quay was like, "No." At the end, all the kids are coming up, just let them do it. So after the end of everything, Memnon comes up there and then says, "Jesus has risen from the grave. He rose from the
You wasn't even nervous?
There was a couple of times that he practiced it like that, and I was like,
"Is he gonna do it like that?"
And he did.
And he did.
He said, "Hallelujah, Jesus has risen from the dead. He rose and set me free."
Out of your kids,
and
he the least fearful up there, huh?
And set me free. Oh no, Aurora was up there doing the full interpretive dance up on stage. I'm talking about, bro, you know how like all the kids are watching the video in the back, so they're all trying to be, Aurora's on beat with the music. Hey, she was in that shit. Cause I remember asking her, I was like, "Do you know what you're supposed to be doing?" She was like, "Oh, I know my dance." I was like, "Okay, let's," cause I'm be on the camera and Hey, she was dancing so hard. She started off in the frame. By the time she was out of the frame, and then she danced back into frame. She was moving. Okay.
So they ain't scared to be on the stage.
I brought them down here, and I had them practice a little down here with the mics really hot, so it was like feeding back and making noise and stuff.
So it don't scare them when that shit probably happened up there.
But it didn't happen because David is doing audio.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you're going to be nervous here. I want you to be nervous here, not up there. So, you know.
Were you working sound too?
Well, I was working the camera.
Oh, okay.
And then David was upstairs, so he was over here talking to me and stuff the whole time. We were just laughing and shit. Because I was just like, please don't let these kids embarrass me. Aurora started singing a song one time when she was practicing, talking about, and my daddy doesn't do what I asked him to do,
and sometimes it makes me sad. And I just don't want to know, 'cause Jesus doesn't love anything when Daddy's doing that. And
You better not sing that. It's like, right.
girl, cause at first she was singing, she said her little rant. He rose, Jesus, I think, hallelujah, Jesus rose from the, Mary rose to the tomb, and now she must raise, and something like that. And then she, at the end of it, she was like, Mary had a little lamb, little lamb. I was like, Aurora, did they ask you to sing that song? No. I just want to sing a song. She said, I just want to sing a song. And I said, but you can't just add stuff to it.
Yeah.
And then so she had another song. She started adding. I was like, you can't just be adding songs. And then
You have to tell her that because she might have actually did that.
And then the last song was, my daddy, he sometimes makes me, and he gets mad at me. And oh, he'll get mad and then he won't want to talk. Girl, please don't do this. Everybody's gonna wonder why the camera has gone to the floor. It's gonna be seeing my feet pitter patter to the front to rip that mic out of her hand.
That poor your kids are doing Easter fucking speeches, bro.
Bro, isn't that crazy?
God is great. You got kids.
Made it to the point.
And even Amina.
Hallelujah.
And like the fact that Memnon was there for her.
And then, so the teacher was saying that, Memnon was saying, he was confiding in her. He was like, it's okay, Mina, you can do it, while she was hiding behind him. And then she gave the speech. I was like, that's good.
Jesus is alive. He's alive.
So she was the only baby on the schedule.
Really?
Like, I thought that there were other babies because there were people shorter than her.
She's still just two, huh?
So she had to give hers first. I was like, why would you have the baby go first?
She a beastie baby, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She did it though, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
He's alive. Jesus is alive.
And I guess it sort of helped Memnon to see her being scared.
Probably gave him confidence.
Because he had to be like, oh no, it's okay.
It like makes him boss up.
Right.
Because he want his sister to see, don't be scared. Everything is cool.
Even though I haven't spoke a single word.
That's a good one right there. Our youth adult choir was pretty fucking beastie when my first church. And one of the girls, the girl who would always sing most of the shit, that was the lead singer for Our Holy, her name was Ashley Tamar Davis. She got to the last 3 on The Voice. She's been in Tyler Perry plays. She was with Prince she sung with Prince for like 3 years, and she was on the 3121, that album, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nigga. That's the Davis, bro. She can sing her ass off.
That was so funny when Big Mama was like, she gotta be a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
U-N-I-T-Y, who you call me bitch?
And that was so funny because it was like, hey, I'll let you slide, nigga.
Yeah, that ain't, listen, that ain't gonna be the last time.
You accidentally slide it in there.
I call everything a bitch and a hoe. That's just, I didn't even
go up in that.
But then, you know what? I gotta start being more thoughtful of that. That might offend her. Them bitches be. But like at the same time, bitch, I gotta be able to talk how I want to talk too now, bitch. Like, come on now. Don't get offended.
That part is very important, though. Calm down, bitch.
Tell that bitch to chill.
I think the problem is bitch is just such a wonderful word.
It's just the way it sounds and how it roll off the tongue. Bitch.
And
How
how
you
it
could
like
just
accounts. Yeah, it accounts for everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was in that bitch.
I was in that bitch.
That could be nasty or that could just be a matter of fact.
See how many bitches was in there? I'm finna come through that bitch. Be all up in that bitch.
That bitch was all up on my shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just that word is just live. I don't know. I like that word.
It's like, it is a beverage. The only reason I don't want to cuss is because I don't want people to be like, oh, you know that's a sign of unintelligence because you can't find another word to say. I can find another word to say.
That's the one time I say that. I got a master.
Yeah, I just think that it rolls
my
nice
dick,
off.
bitch.
Rolls nice off the tongue. That's all I'm saying.
Isn't that? That's what I'm saying. I randomly played that. Isn't that?
That's right. Play that motherfucker. Play that motherfucker. I didn't know, but some part of me that was holding me back.
Yeah.
Feels so good.
To get that out of there, bro, because it's just almost like the nigga can play. It's right there. He's right there. We looking for all these motherfuckers, and then like they're not gonna be. Most of those niggas not gonna be on the level he's playing at. Even if he playing fast, and we just gotta get this nigga on board. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta, choose this nigga. Because that nigga can play whatever we need him to play, for sure. Especially when he playing the rock shit. It's like, oh shit.
For shit.
The nigga is. For shit. Chappelle.
Shit.
Buy fried rice or low fried chicken. He said something like that. The racial draft. Like I got people liking my posts that'll never like my posts and shit. It's time. It's time, bro. It's time to pop up. And we gotta figure out next shows. Teo hit me up.
What is it?
Trying to link with me on Monday. I think we're gonna like make some beats or something. So which I'm down. I'm gonna open that up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be active on the music scene more too. Just like, all right, I can make some beats with some niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? That chick on this song that he got has the funniest voice, her tone. I like it though. It's funny.
It's nice to have unique tones regardless of the pitch.
Right.
It's just finding appropriate places to use those voices.
That shit is funny, bro. It has its own life, dog. It's like
still deeply into the market. Camera.
Oh, you still looking for one?
Because I could always return that one that I got, and then just use that same money to buy one that's nicer. You know what I'm saying? Buy a nicer camera, period.
Her voice, hold on. I believe. Isn't that a crazy tone? I like it. It makes me laugh, but it has its own thing though.
It's very unique.
It's like Macy Gray or something. I don't know. That's where'd she get that motherfucking voice from?
That's crazy.
It just sounds. I can't put my finger on what it sounds like. She almost reminds me of old soul singers, but like she just don't know what she got and she doing rap. Bitch, you should probably be trying to sing some.
Yeah, her voice is crazy.
That's a crazy tone. I told him that today. I was like, bro, I don't know who that bitch is, but her voice makes me laugh, but not in a way that's like. It's just how she be on the track. Like if Eartha Kitt was singing, I don't know. It's like
She definitely has a unique voice.
I was like, bro, she need to do all her shit like that, bro. If you could stand out with your voice, then
Right?
that's the main thing. Jay-Z sounds like, you know what I'm saying? Unique Jay-Z cold, but he also has this very unique pitch.
I think he's about to cry.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
I don't know about that.
Lil Boosie, he has a what? As soon as he utter a word, it's like
His voice sounds like a bad little kid.
Yes. Especially when he was a little younger. I used to think it was a woman at first. Like it was just like a.
That's funny. I could tell it wasn't a woman because women loved her so much. Women love Lucy.
I've been listening to Steely Dan a lot because I want to write songs like that. I want to to the point should I even like And I watched somebody say that they like when they write music, it was a very popular artist, I forget who it was, like they'll take our producer, they'll go to a song that's already popular and be like, well, we're just gonna match exactly how they arranged this bitch. We might change up, like, of course what we're talking about in the chords, but like the structure of the song, what made it, what is drawing people into this song. We're gonna mimic this fucking thing.
Right.
And a lot of people do that.
Yeah. Successful.
But man, they I just feel so defeated. How they be just throwing them chord changes in there, man. I just like, fuck. God damn. Like they start a song off and you think it's simple and then just like they throw 7 chords in there real quick and then go back to it and then go into a bridge. And then some type of thing after the bridge that goes back to what it started off with.
Yeah.
And then this time when they come back with the shit they started off with, two frames in, they do something else. And then they go back. It's like, God damn.
Yeah.
I just gotta keep trying. That song I'm working on with the...
You're doing a lot of chord changes and the stuff you're doing.
I'm trying. You can see it building there. The one what I got? What is it?
I'm persistently gonna be less is more.
Yeah.
I'm always leaning on the side of why are we adding the chord?
Yeah. Nah, you're right. That part too. Cause Prince was like that really.
He's very sparse.
He just when he play live, he just go fucking ape shit with the arranging of the same song.
That's why the back track has to be so calm.
Yeah.
If you know that you're a performing ass dude, you gotta leave all the licks like me on the going out of my mind. It should be
Yeah.
Like you leave all that rest open for live shows to have the, because if the piano's playing it, the guitar's playing it, maybe some horns are playing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you're right. But I just be jealous. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I just be jealous how, like, them niggas just be. And then, like, I'm also picking, honestly, one of the more complex bands that arrange.
Yeah.
Like, really. Because a lot of people do keep it real basic. Because they have such a jazz background that they're able to be simple and complex at the same time because they've mastered how to do it. Mm-hmm. And I'm just sitting there like, well, how can I?
Did you bring your in there?
Nigga, oh no. I got time to go get them.
You are crazy, bro.
Because it went off at 5.
Just use some headphones
For today?
Yeah.
Like these were?
I guess so.
Yeah, I fucked up again, bro.
I fucked up,
I had
bro.
the alarm.
I fucked up.
Turn the alarm on.
It went at 5 o'clock. I should have did it at like 8 o'clock. Cause I was at 5 and I was studying, and I was like, I'll do it in a few, and I didn't stop studying for like another fucking until I went to eat, and then I came straight here trying to make it for 9.
That was funny.
Oops. Where do you be clipping yours to?
You know, you can put it on your shirt. Or you can put it right here. This is good stuff.
One of these like volume?
Yeah, there's a volume on the side.
Oh, see, that's
But it's not plugged in anything right now.
okay. Piano's so big. Not only are they doing chord changes, they're going to different keys for a second and coming back. Like, not just finding the same chords, because I'm only familiar. Let's say I'm playing everything in A major. I'm just getting all my chords for A major. They're going to A, then they're going to B, then C, then F, G sharp, back to A, 5. I'm doing everything like in the same little. Oh my god. But I'm gonna get there. As long as you keep trying, it's gonna happen. Cause I'm already like I said, the last song I wrote, I did the most chords I've ever put in a song, but they're not like all over the place. They're really like the same chords. I'm just changing the bass, the bass, like the bass note, most chords I've ever put in this song. I was purposely trying to add more chords. And maybe I could figure out a way to split them bitches up that I already have and put them throughout. So I don't just have to feel like all of these go at this point. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Played 6 times, but they sound different because I'm changing the bass. So this chord and this chord. Then I change. It's the same chord again, but I change the bass. Like 6 times between I sandwiched in between them, like they were the lead, the main of the sandwich, but changing the bass makes the chord sound different. I don't know. It went from to new chords. different bass. Then back to the one I played earlier when I first started the bridge. And just changed the bass line on that one. How the drum should sound too. I've been on this. I'm gonna have me some of these Steely Dan type, Toto type shits, nigga. Can you mute us for a second? Watch how they chord changes. Whoa. Real basic. Back to it's the arranging of it. You also need a drummer. The drummer sets it up. And then you see how it just wasn't 1, 2, 3, 4. It was like it didn't just. It wasn't just they like da 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 then came into it. Like shit like that. In the middle of the shit. But like you said, it is a lot of chords.
A lot. It's not bad.
It is just a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot.
It's not bad.
Woo. I just want a couple of joints that I could do this on. Mm. You're right. Less is more.
Sometimes you do just want to be able to go off.
Yeah. Like I just want to purposely write a couple songs that I go a little bit more.
I'm gonna turn it back on.
Audio back. So we're hoping you guys are enjoying the night. We're hoping that you guys are seeing all the things that you hope that you would see and a little bit more. There you go. Look at that. Didn't expect to see my thing.
Those settings helped it out, huh?
Huh?
Those settings y'all did yesterday really did help it.
Yeah, I turned it down just a little bit.
It worked great, especially with this lighting, because this light is good. At first, the light was just working super hard. Now the light is actually like able to just barely work and still do a good job. Bro, I'm so happy that I made that phone call.
I'm happy too. That shows me that there's some me that you just grew. I knew you grew in that moment.
It's just like, I have no regrets.
No regrets. I swear I was about to say that. Regrets.
No regrets.
Regrets. Is that Big Mama? Oh,
You know,
I ain't heard from her good.
play something? Listen to your feet.
Company. What you got over there?
Myself.
I'm finna steal that shit, but I'm finna just do different chords. feel like the chords I naturally gravitate towards always like more darker than brighter.
That's okay.
I don't want to do that, bro. I want. I'm so happy ass chords. Like I want some of those.
Why?
I don't know. It's hard. It's harder for me to find those. It's easier for me to. I just naturally am attracted to chords that are like. As opposed to. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you
Like that.
Why do you want happy songs?
I don't know. I'm trying to switch it up, but when I'm like, okay, when I think I'm trying to put a song together, or come up with something, and you just see me, you'll know I'm trying to come up with something because I'll just start playing random ass chords because I really don't know where to start. So I go for something that sounds good initially and build from that one chord. But I always gravitate towards something else, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to
I like to do the opposite of how I feel. So if it's a sad song, I like happy chords.
oh, you saying if whatever the tone, as far as what you're gonna write to it, if it's sad, you put happy shit on it.
That's how I like to frame things. You know, that's just me.
That's interesting.
Like I'm a person who likes to put negative with positive. I like salty and sweet.
Okay.
You know? So it's like I
You a
just
Sour Patch ass nigga.
yeah. So it's like if I'm gonna tell you a fucked up story, I'm gonna give you really pretty chords to listen to while I'm telling you. You know.
So you're
Like-
not depressed.
Like I'm gonna miss you, your birthday. We're going down this road. It's really pretty chords, but I'm telling you, I'm leaving. I gotta go to work. I can't even enjoy being around you.
Even your rock songs.
But those are angry chords.
They might be.
But there are pretty.
But they're
moments
angry.
There are pretty moments like when the devil came back from Georgia. That's one of the scariest parts of the song. But it sounds
Is always. You know what I'm saying?
It's true though. A lot of your songs are.
You feel what I'm saying? They're like, I don't know if that's
I don't think
minors.
it's a bad
I don't know
thing.
if it's minor chords.
But you're right. There's certain chords that you just don't play in your songs.
I can't find the ones that would literally be just they're this obvious, nigga.
Power chords.
Power chords. Why are you always
Power
going to
chords.
shit that's not power chords?
You don't play power chords. That's the difference.
They're not power chords aren't as fun to me. But they're also
Bro,
you're playing your songs are making power chords more fun.
Yeah, I'm showing you power chords.
Exactly.
And you're like, I need more of these. Here's more power chords.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, you're giving it.
That like
That's Stevie.
oh shit. Damn, they're just right down that bitch. Yeah, I need to be powerful. I wanna. Maybe that's how I can do my change-ups. Like, my natural, what I like to do in arranging. Powerful. all my shit. Think about everything I'm even like that. It's always
They're like old.
that was not as bad.
Not in a bad way. It's just like they're like, and tomorrow's episode.
I grab it, but I like that because that's who I am.
It's not bad,
It's not,
but
it is what I gravitate
It'd be
towards.
nice to introduce
Just
more modern,
Yeah.
happy chords.
Shit just be those type of chords turn me on. When I be just
Which-
feeling with it and I go,
But
oh,
those are more like old school chords.
the power ones.
No, the ones that you're playing.
Oh really? What you mean by old school?
Like more that you would hear in classical music.
That makes sense.
And what power chords are very simple block chords.
Like blues or. That's harder to play to me than like finding the mysterious. I'm a mysterious ass nigga. I'm naturally just like the.
It's what you listen to.
It is. A lot of the shit I listen to do not be like.
And I just learned the chords based off what I could play. You were listening to higher, sophisticated music, so you were like, let me try to imitate this. I was just like, nigga, what can my fingers do?
Yeah.
So
Right.
a lot of
Listening to this thing.
and I can't play anything that I
they
can't
doing that?
sing and play at the same
Yeah.
time. So I might be able to play it just sitting down in one spot, but if I can't sing it and play it,
But that's another thing with the context of like I keep saying Steely Dan music and with Prince. I listen to Prince. I'm like, oh, he got a lot of songs that's like dun, 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 dun. He uses like you don't have to be like all up on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like he give you space, like you said. Like dun, 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 dun. Controversy.
yep.
Maybe I'm just like a brother. That's real. Like it's easy to play, sing and play. That's why he's the ultimate nigga too, because he's also playing what you would think is simple, but his jams are just really masterful. The average person doesn't want to hear a fucking bunch of chord changes.
They can't handle it.
They can't handle all that shit.
It's too much.
It starts to be too sophisticated.
Yep. And they were like, can we dumb it down just a little bit?
Damn.
Like it's super dumb for me. And artists were like, sure.
Even that other one.
Jazz musicians did when they started doing Motown. They're like, so y'all don't want us playing really nice?
They're like, no, nigga, we want you to play, like you said, the power chords.
Hey, okay. Stop playing nice chords. I gotta move some stuff because I want to get these amps.
check. This ain't even working. Say something in your mind.
Mine's not even on it.
Oh. I'll hear that in here too?
Yeah, from these links.
Check. Oh, okay. Check.
Push your pedals.
Ferguson's burning in the news. The winds creeping as moving.
What? You can hear this? You can hear the guitar?
Keep playing. How you sound? That's crazy.
You said what?
You can turn yourself up in my mix.
In yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a scooch.
I was sending you a different mix.
I be wanting to hear your shit too.
I was sending you.
But like I get it. I need to hear myself too. It's
But
really
you hear yourself really clear.
It's really neat. Yeah, I can hear myself pretty well. Huh? However that shit goes. Oh, we're walking. Do you even think you said I was about to say
How you play?
You think they sent the women to space for real? Gail King and them? I don't even think they went to space, bro.
Hell no. In that room, they couldn't even follow the instructions. Don't open the door, bitch.
Me playing?
Yeah, you can barely hear yours versus the guitar. The guitar sounds.
How you gonna tell me?
I'm saying the guitar sounds louder. Am I tripping?
Play it again.
You said what?
You was booming, now you ain't booming.
Now I'm not.
Yeah. You turned it down.
Turn what down?
Yours in the mix with me.
Oh shit, yours isn't even on.
I was like, something went off.
Turned it all off.
Okay, I was like, maybe I was. Oh, here we go. Yeah, now I can hear me.
But isn't it so loud?
I've done this before, so I don't have anything to measure it against. I might start playing a reel with a full band and be like, oh, that is too loud.
Yeah, I mean it's good to hear me.
Okay.
But you need to hear yourself.
Okay, you go down a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
All right, now let's try it. Hear me, but you don't want to have it towards that. And your overall volume is louder than mine. Oh no, man, that's really loud.
Yeah, you loud now.
Yours is really loud. Here, let me try to turn yours down. How's that for you? This song is better. First it was distorted, right?
It's not distorted.
Okay, yeah. You're gonna want to hear what everyone else is playing. But if something crazy happens, I will plug into your phone's output so you can hear, and then leave one out so you can hear the rest of what's going on.
That's fine with me. I'm used to doing shit like that anyway. One ear.
Because that way, because the thing is, we're not, the likelihood of us being able to get a mix down like this, who knows?
That's a super professional
If
venue.
multiple,
If they come to you and be like, here's your mix down.
if both of us
Here's your audio recording.
can get a different kind of output, that would be crazy, bro.
They definitely probably had a capacity to do it, but are they gonna do it though? Type shit. You probably have to request it
You might get like, that's why we need to be there at 2.
to be like, hey, we want this nigga. Fuck with the probably ain't gonna ask me. cool.
Yeah. Sounds a lot better having you hear so much better.
That's where you were right there,
in here right now.
And it don't be like that out there.
Nothing like this.
And niggas don't even try hard to make it happen for us. Type shit, you know.
We could just barely hear each other.
But I like that we.
Our training.
But I'm at the same time I'm used to playing like that. Nigga was working hard when I'm a Rock Lee with the shit on. Oh, I can take these off. Didn't have none of that shit playing with it.
Yeah.
Barely no monitor. That shit was hard.
It's crazy how different it sounds when the mic was over here versus the mic being right there. It's like a completely different shit. It's crazy. I can actually hear the definition and articulation on. Does that hurt when I do that? Does that hurt your ears? It's like so much. It doesn't sound bad. It sounds like it's a distorted guitar. Like it sounds like a very good distorted guitar through a microphone. Like, I'm used to it sounding like, cringy.
Sounds good.
I've finally gotten to the point where, like, I can trust my ears and just be like, let's try that. Let's try this. You want some good water?
Well, you breaking out the good shit.
You want some?
I mean, I'll try it.
Like, you just want a little bit of it?
If you want to give me the whole thing, yeah, but I mean, like, I'll try just a little if you got a cup or something. But if you feeling good and just want a nigga to crack the bottle,
I don't have cups.
Guess we drinking that good shit then.
Oh, I do have cups right there. You want a cup? No.
It's just straight to the head. Oh, it's in a glass. Oh, he got money. According to Brunson. She was married to a white dude too. She just got divorced from him.
That's what she get.
Isn't that crazy? That be blowing my mind when they be black as hell, like black it up. Oh yeah. It's that good shit right here.
It's crazy. We pay so much just to have water that doesn't taste like anything. I just want it to taste
like
clean.
Nothing and clean. You're right. Cause some of these waters, some water I got right now at the house that I bought because I just didn't want to go to Sam's.
And you can taste the plastic.
I'm just like, oh.
Why did I get this? It's punishing you.
I just pound that.
And that's
shit.
why I was like, I want this water because I want to treat my body. It's not because it's not expensive. Like, I know it's expensive, but my body deserves
that good shit.
A treat. Your body deserves a treat. Enjoy yourself, bitches. It's a celebration.
A celebration, bitches. You want to go through some of these? Because I'm going to take off earlier than normal.
You got a test
I got the test in the morning.
Bro, let's just run through your songs.
I only got one, nigga. Let's run through that. Test. Let's do that one.
You can just play Kiss Me With Your Line.
Okay. Let's do that one. Let's do... You don't even have to sing, but just the motion of me going out of my mind.
Okay, well let's just go through all of them real quick, and then we can just go to the next one. We don't have to play the whole thing.
Yeah. What's that sound like? Was that like too funky?
skip that. Facts.
So play it like 3 times,
Alright.
you know, and sort of speed it up. So I'll go back from my.
like I had to think about That's crazy.
It's the same chorus as Ferguson.
case we need to do the solos for you.
No, you're right. Shit. I take it, old boy didn't hit you back, huh?
Who?
Hendrick.
No, he did. He told me he couldn't make it tonight because they had an extra long Easter thing, but tomorrow. So tomorrow or the next day, I was like, we could do it at the same time. But either night you want to do it, we're available.
At least, the only one night is all he needs, I guess. It's pretty beastly. I mean, he's a church musician. Sometimes those niggas have to remember a bunch of random fucking shit.
No, he was a Berkeley.
I just hold it.
And make sure you don't turn it on mono.
I just turned it off. I just held
Because
it.
when you hold it, it'll turn into mono. But it'll say to you mono.
You want to go in stereo though, right? Because it's everywhere. I just,
Wow, that was a really easy listening session.
Yeah, because
We're going to recharge them over there.
we didn't even have to play too loud because it was just in the ears. You're right,
It was
we're going to be
probably
spoiled. We're going to be on stage trying to hear.
It was probably super quiet in here the whole time.
It was. Because I had one of my when I was singing, sometimes I would have one of them off so I could hear myself better. I always have one off to hear in here and like, am I too loud in here or am I too soft? That's how I record. When I record vocals, that's how I record.
That's a sign of a bad in-ear mix.
I just do that in general.
Somebody has to take off their headphones.
Oh.
It's a sign of a bad mix.
I can hear myself better.
You're supposed to hear yourself good. In a good in-ear mix, you shouldn't have to do that. That's what they're saying.
Oh, okay.
That's how you know a good one versus a bad
You
one.
ain't supposed to have to do that.
Right. You should never be at a point where you have to do it. I'm gonna just take this out because it's harder to hear. Oh, fucked up in here. You know. You already gave me the other one, right? Or you kept it? They work really good though. I'm super happy with that. Cause I have to pay way more for my in-ear. Hey, good luck on your test tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
What time do you take it? Oh shit, it's super early. Oh, you should be going to sleep. You about to study again?
So I go to sleep.
Yeah, man. I'm happy we had a late start. A little bit more time.
This is like wrapped in here.
What? What? Oh, you cable?
Slap up on my neck. Slap up on my baby now. Slap up on my knee.
Alright, you guys, thank you for logging in, tuning in. Thanks for listening, lending us your ears. Hopefully you guys enjoyed everything that you heard, and hopefully you come back if you did, and if you didn't, give us another chance. And yeah, the show is on April 20th.
420.
So we're getting very close to the show date. And yeah, we're hoping that you're enjoying the process of watching us be great. But yeah, have a great one. Appreciate you guys for logging in and checking out what's going on. And we hope you enjoyed the episode. Have a good one.